Hey guys, welcome to Castle of Legends. I know it's been a few days since I posted a video, and I do apologize. All transparency, you know, I'm actually out of work, and I have been for some time, and just been having some meetings with some companies again. So it's always a good thing. I do this hobby as a kind of like a side distraction, just to kind of, you know, when I take a break from all that stress, I just kind of mess around with, you know, cars and just other hobbies that I've got, you know, from time to time. So anyway, I just wanted to share what's going on with the Menasor project. I haven't really done too many others right now. I mean, I've got a couple other sort of test paint projects that I'm doing right now. There's always something coming. There's always going to be something coming on the channel. You know, always trying to figure out new ways of doing things that are kind of different than what other people are doing for the most part. So anyway, I wanted to share an update of how far I've progressed so far with the you know, the Stunticon team, and basically building sort of like Gasland cars that can ultimately just merge into Menasor, which is the idea. So I haven't got really started on Motormaster just yet. As you can see here off to the left, it's basically going to be something I'm going to be starting soon. But I laid out the parts here. I'm missing the trailer from the shot. I just put it back in the box so that I didn't lose it. And because I have a tendency to put things away and just not remember exactly where I put it. So I put it in the box, just keep it out of the way. I've been keeping all the parts in baggies, actually, just to keep things organized, and so I don't lose anything in general. So it's been pretty helpful to do that. So where to start? I'll get to Menasor in a second. So the cars I've painted so far, which is a good thing. Actually, this literally, the Decals Sheet for the Decepticon symbols literally just arrived today. I actually just opened it before I even clicked the start button on the phone here to shoot the video. So I literally just laid it down there. So I'm happy that arrived now, and that actually was one key thing that I needed for this build. I was actually going to buy reproduced decals for this, but they were $30+ from the UK, and I just said, you know what, it's just not worth it. So I'm going to try as best I can to either paint the details that came on the Stunticons, or I'm going to find alternative decals that I could just use. I mean, really, it's going to be just some stripes and things like that. I mean, with the dead end here, it's just a matter of painting the hood red, which I can do, and then throwing on one of the Decepticon symbols if I want on it. But anyway, so I'm going to walk you guys through everything. So starting with dead end, it's an off-white. In the show, sometimes they had him white, like dead end. Sorry, this is dead end breakdown. Sorry. Sometimes he was white. Sometimes, most of the time, he was off-white. So G1 Toei was more of an off-white, and it's kind of what I'm going for. This has been just primered, the base. I'm going to hand paint it blue. I didn't bother to buy spray paint. For all the other ones, I bought spray paint to match the color as best I could. And so now I actually have a I have a good stock on spray paints that I can just keep using over and over and over again, which is great because the yellow, I was going to put it in the picture here, but I've been doing a test car for another kind of idea that I've got for actually building a team that are going to be yellow. So this is going to be painted blue. As you can see, when I don't know, I guess I didn't shake the primer very well when I started painting it. I mean, it's fine now, but there was a lot of fuzziness that came out of the primer, and I think that was just me. I didn't shake it properly. But the bottom turned out okay. But I ended up having to brush some stuff off. It was really fuzzy. Hadn't seen it do that before. So, anyways, I actually just got these today as well. These are some alternative guns. They're actually from the same toy line, and basically it's from this. There's these dollar store robots that have packaged in guns that I've been picking up. So I didn't want to keep using the same one for all four. I thought, okay, I'll just get two others that are kind of different and paint them according to the way the actual toys look. So this one actually is kind of neat because looking at it a little bit deeper, the Transformer Brawl from the Combaticons, his accessory literally looks just like this. So they somehow copied that. I mean, it's pretty close to the way this looks. So the idea is that these are going to be stuck on the top of the car if I want, via magnets, and or I'm going to use like little blasters. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these. I have some other ones that I plan to use from Games Workshop. I'm going to use hand blasters that basically are going to go, they're going to basically just stick on here. And I mean, because the magnets that I've got in the in the chassis, this is really messy, but it's in there. There's magnets in here. There's enough magnetism to have a magnet from the top stick to the car, and then obviously from the bottom it's sticking to Menasor. So yeah, so I've got breakdown. I got drag strip going here. This was originally white, painted it yellow to match the color as best I could. The driver's name is Augie Manet or something like that from the cartoon. I'm gonna paint him the way he looked in the cartoon once I get to it. I decided to paint the bottom to match the car, and I left this one the way it was. I haven't even done much. Also, you can still see the magnets and you know, the original sort of like black wall tires on Wild Rider. I've got his body is all done. I had to cut the interior. I'm gonna do like a recap on everything too. So but because of the magnets, I ended up cutting the interior. I probably didn't. I mean, I ended up hot gluing this in because it was just a lot easier. But I cut the interior away to get it to fit in there when he's all sealed with the magnets. Basically take up too much room for any interior now, so I had to do that. I could have actually put some plastic in here. I don't know, I may still do that. Paint some plastic and just kind of stick it on the inside here. Or I might just leave it. Not sure yet. So anyways, and then I've got dead end where I haven't decided if I'm gonna paint his base. I probably will, you know, paint the base. And then I've got the, I guess the windscreens for windshield, the whole plastic windows for both cars. I got to decide if I'm going to be painting them. Kind of like the idea of Wild Rider. I might just paint them black from the outside or from the inside. Not really sure exactly what we're going to do with that. So moving on to Menasor itself. So the idea behind this, and I'll, you know, once it's all done, I'll go through everything again. But it's supposed to be the trailer, like the whole robot of Motormaster, sorry, the tractor trailer itself transforms into the body of Menasor, and then of course the Stunticon teams, you know, they're supposed to unite. So, you know, to form Menasor. What I've been trying to do is kind of keep it with the Generation 1 theme as much as I can. But you know, online there's a lot of great like third-party Stunticons that you can use for sort of inspiration. I'm not going to bother adding the engine just yet for drag strip, but yeah, what I decided to do was try to keep it, you know, as much as I can, the general look of the Generation 1 Motormaster, and then you know, kind of incorporate a few other ideas, you know, just based on, you know, like the limitations of, you know, just the modeling in general. So just gonna put these guys back together for you guys. Yeah, I mean, I still got to do the magnets on the rooftop for these, so I can figure out how to, you know, kind of mount the weapons the way the toys originally did. And then also, like, if I want to have like just a blaster on the top, they're just going to be stuck on with magnets. So I'll probably have these guys, you know, pretty much with all the same gun. I might make them a little different, because all the cars really had different guns. So, and I think it's actually completely doable. So, so if I were to take Menasor and basically just got, you know, the guys attaching the you know, the team attaching like this. Whoa! You know what? I'll leave the windscreen off for a moment there. And, okay, one sec. We will go back to that in one moment. Oh, man. We're going to do this with no editing. That way, you know, the bloopers are intact and it makes it more fun. All right. So, okay. So basically I've got, oh man, that has never really happened before. This is just, works better when it's not on film apparently, but that's all right. Okay, maybe the paint caused some problems. Oh man, all right, we're gonna just, we may have to edit. All right. Okay, that's a little better. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I wasn't lining it properly. Anyways, so this is how you look so far. Basically, it's still posable. So I can actually move the arms the way I want. And I didn't really add any accessories mounted to him. I kind of left it just, you know, with his gun. I've got this one being worked on. I do have to paint it a little bit more. I've got the proper paint, and basically I'm going to paint his feet. His hands probably all the right, you know, this purple color. And then, so the idea is basically Motormaster becomes the whole body. So this is the tractor and the trailer all together. The arms are basically the back part of his trailer, like with the panels here. They're all supposed to be kind of like folded up. And then the rest of it is obviously the you know, the trailer part itself is supposed to be transformed into the robot, into the Menasor body. The head, actually, one of my family members actually found the, this is a dollar store robot head. I took off another, like basically off of a figure. And I thought, because I wanted a face that was similar to Menasor, how Menasor is supposed to be. So I ended up taking that. I found an engine from a Hot Wheels car, stuck it in the back. I was going to like kind of seal off the back area here, but I just decided just to leave it this way. And then the side pieces are actually like plastic swords from you know, mixing drinks. So I cut those and glued it to the side. So he has antennas, and it's all on a magnet, so I can actually, you know, I can actually pose his head, move his arms up and down, torso. I mean, all that stuff doesn't really move now, but his arms, I can move his arms and his head, you know, and so I can pose him, you know, a little bit if I want, and you know, kind of make it look, you know, pretty neat. So this is how he is so far. I'm gonna take the team apart here just to, you know, I mean, obviously it's a work in progress, so still have you know, a few things I gotta work out in terms of just getting these guys glued together. But you know, give you a little bit more of a close-up of the body itself without, you know, worrying about any of those guys falling. It's all, you know, truck, you know, based on the design of Motormaster. So you get the truck panels, the bottom, the side pieces, like these pieces I have glued here as well, because, you know, I actually ended up finding, like, this is sort of like the original model, but I found these like knockoffs of the exact same truck from like one of the, like a Value Village. I ended up finding two of them. Turned out they were just like, in one of my other videos it shows it, how these are basically just like knockoffs of these. So of this one, which was actually like a radio control truck, and you know, somehow they, you know, I guess in China, you know, they copied it. But yeah, so it's going to look great once I get it all painted, and I'll be able to put the Decepticon symbol on here. I wanted to keep the chest rounded, very much like the Generation 1 toy, or sorry, how he is in the cartoon. The toy had more of a roller, like a car kind of across here. And I really wanted to have the, you know, sort of like the cartoon look. And, you know, once I paint the arms kind of like how the trailer is, I mean, these panels will literally be the trailer transformed for his upper body, and part of, you know, as they transform, the parts just go different places. Yeah, once I get it all done, it should look pretty good. So I'm thinking that I may do one more video before it's completely final. I'm not 100% sure. Kind of don't want to leave things going too long without an update. So I wanted to at least share with you guys how he looks. He looks kind of like a Gundam warrior now, and he kind of looks like, you know, a few different things. If you like Robotech, obviously he's you know, he's a Transformer. Anyways, I wanted to share what I have actually done, so that you know that there's still work being done for the channel. And yeah, hope you like what you see. Any suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Like it, subscribe to the channel. That would help me a great deal. And then yeah, hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you.